brief history of the universal man. The universe, or perhaps its last incarnation, from a successive series of births and deaths, was supposedly created billions of years ago. It is wrong to think that the planet and the animals we see that it is formed spontaneously. The origin of the universe is one of those mysteries that breathe the mind of anyone who investigates them deeply, and even more so, why does something exist and not nothing? The solar system was created approximately 5 billion years ago as a result of the condensation of interstellar gas and dust. The external debris, or better, the material left over from the formation of the local stars, was what gave rise to the planets during a random process of disintegration of entire worlds. No one suspected that a planet would emerge that happened to be an appropriate distance from the stars that its inhabitants billions of years later called the Sun. After the formation of that small planet, life emerged. No one knows for sure how this happened, but some hypotheses and theoretical sustainability, among them one that indicates that the material of life was abundant in that last creation, and perhaps it was transported on comets that traveled wandering through space, carrying that material with them, which goal then collide with this planet and perhaps other worlds. In any case, life originated something like 3 billion years ago. But life is not consciousness. It is simply the metabolism existing in very fine particles that scientists call cells. Any creature that has a metabolism, regardless of its size, can be considered alive, although there are many definitions of what life is. Primitive cells motivated by the sun's rays managed to survive and replicate in a leaky cold water. Life prospered. Small creatures emerged that spread through the planet. Some survived, others simply became extinct due to a process of natural selection, and perhaps other factors that are still being investigated. In short, for 2 billion years nothing exists on Earth except rocks and light. Then air and water arose, something similar to the 4 elements that some Honian philosophers talk about. Self-reproducing cells followed almost instantly, and everything continued along an undefined and unplanned course. We could not have exists and other creatures could be kind about their origins. Millions of other species have existed on this planet. We are one of many forms of life, not the only one, but we reluctantly admit that it is the only one of the immense vastness that has managed to modify the thin surface layer in which it lives. For more than 99% of the history of the Earth there were no humans, and the planet will continue its course with or without you humans. The planet has no consciousness, nor does it now suffering. It is simply a piece of stellar matter emerged from the sun. A chill of the sun is not only a metaphorical but a real sense. A few million years ago, just yesterday on that immense scale of time, the first hominids emerged. A few thousand years ago, the first societies were formed in developed complex called civilization. We invented writing and language, and this allowed as to name the things because language enjoys a useful convention to the able to relate and interact with each other. Without language, we could not inhabit the world as we do, but we did not invent a single language, but thousands of them, as well as myths, superstition, religion, ways of seeing the world. The evidence is everywhere. Then we invented science, politics, and the arts. The planet supposedly became civilized by dividing cultures into random streaks of surface that we call countries. From their nationalisms arose. Each nation believes itself to be the best in the world. We created constitutions to regulate group behavior on a large scale. Large cities arose flooded with tall skyscrapers and elaborate highways. We became the dominant creatures and duplicate ourselves. On an astonishing scale, we became the most sagacious predators and prey. So far we are scaring our origins. There is still a long way to go. Our influence on the cosmos is zero. With or without humans, the universe will continue its course, indifferent to your emotional dispositions. Our lives and yours tiny slice of time to contemplate the entire cosmic scene. Our personal stories, professions, dreams, loves, and hates, in short, everything we dream of and live are tiny traces on a smoke that fade faster than the blink of an eye. To paraphrase something that one day and read and lost from my limited memory, we are like butterflies that flutter one day and think that is everything. I was already dead. For billions of years I did not exist, and for as many billions of years I will not exist either. I am a tiny point lost in the immensity of space and time. Grading by James Montoya.